The business card experiment. So I took a business card. I drew an arrow on it with north, with the end of the arrow representing north. And I pasted it to my ceiling. And then what I did was I would step backwards, take another picture, step backwards, and take another picture and observe what I was witnessing. So I just thought this would be kind of a neat experiment on perspective. And keep in mind that the farthest light is where my business card is. Sometimes it's hard to see. So I took a picture. That's about 20, 30 feet away from my business card. So I thought, well, why not take some pictures from another angle? So I decided to take some pictures from the other perspective in the far distant. Now you can see that is my living room and dining room. And there is the business card. Of course, looks like from our perspective that it is facing down, but that's actually facing towards north. And then, of course, I took a picture again, and I'm going somewhere with this in case you're wondering. I decided to flatten the image a little bit, so I had to get up on a stool and take a picture a little bit closer to the business card. And this is what I got. A little bit hard to see because it's obviously a little bit shiny because it's close to the light. But that shows you the perspective of north actually being directly behind me now. And we can see that I'm pretty close to the ceiling right now. This is me basically on the floor looking straight up at the arrow pointing to the north. So then I decided to look at this business card from the other side of the room through my binoculars. And this is what I saw. It wasn't quite what I expected because it appeared the image was a little bit stretched, kind of like this. And it looked like the arrow was going straight up. So that perspective threw me off a little bit. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to see more of an angle. So the reason why I show this is to just demonstrate perspective a little bit more. Because, you know, like for example in this picture here, again back to the ceiling, which way does north look like to you? Which way is it pointing? Well, obviously it looks like it's pointing straight up. But in fact, it's actually pointing behind me. So you always need to know, obviously, the perspective, but you also need to know the background information. What are you actually shooting? So that's important. You got to have these two principles at work with everything you do. So for example, if I showed you a picture that had mountains hundreds of miles away, does that mean the earth is flat? It's possible. It's possible they lied to us and the curvature of the earth, the formula, the Pythagorean theory, all that stuff is wrong. It's possible. But you also got to know the perspective as well. So for example, you can go the other way as well. Like, you know, for example, if I show you a picture with a fisheye lens, like for example, Felix here jumping from doing the Red Bull jump, you can see it's concave, this picture. And as he was falling to earth, it was concave, convex, concave, convex, concave, convex. That's just how GoPros work. And here's another picture. We get the flat earth picture, him standing outside the little capsule. And then you can see in the fake one that the earth is round, and then the pole above him is round as well. So again, it's all about perspective. Like, you can make images to look whatever you want. I think it's honestly, what is your intention behind it? And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. Like, when did this happen? When did Earth become a pear-shaped obloit sphere, or whatever you want to call it? Like, call me crazy, but when I was in school, this is what I was taught the Earth looked like. This is a picture from Apollo 17 called the Blue Marble. This is what I grew up on. A round Earth. A globe. So how did we get here? How did we get to the pear-shaped? I know Neil deGrasse Tyson started this, but it's like, it feels like we're being laughed at. Like people in general, from all races, colors, shapes, sizes, whatever. It just feels like we're being mocked somehow. And that's why I want to share this. This is my business card experiment. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.